Happy to see you guys back again. Now, today, let's take those very boring to-do lists in Microsoft Excel or even in Word and convert them to amazing, interactive, almost like a dashboard within Excel within a few easy steps. Please also have a look out in the description below for a link where you can download this file and try doing everything we do step by step, or even for later. Let's go and show you the magic. This is our to-do list before we're going to make any changes. So it's a very basic to-do list where you will find items and you can then either just type in yes or one or two once you start completing them. What we would like to end up with is the following to-do list, where we actually have tick boxes. And as we tick the to-do list item, the percentage at the top will increase, and we will also have an indicator bar on the left-hand side. So if I tick more of these to-do list items, you can see I'm reaching completion or almost 100%. As I untick them, it goes back to 0. Now let me show you how we actually do all of this with a few basic formulas and conditional formatting. This is our basic to-do list. The first thing we are going to do is to add the tick boxes or the check boxes. Now, the checkbox item you will find in Office 365, and you will find it under the Insert menu. Under the Insert menu, I have the checkboxes. So I'm going to select all of them, click the checkbox button, and it adds the checkboxes for me. I can align them in the center, and by default, I'm going to change them to red, indicating that I have not ticked them yet. This works exactly the same as formatting your fonts. So I'm going to select the tick boxes, going to my Home tab. I'm going to select the font color button, and I'm going to select the color red. So I've made them red. Now, interestingly enough, when I tick in a cell with a checkbox, you can see that the cell content in the formula bar says false. If I select the checkbox, it changes to true. That is very important to know that. So an unchecked checkbox has the value false, and the checked one has the value true in the background. The next thing I would like to do is when I select a checkbox, I want it to turn green. So I'm going to use conditional formatting. So I'm going to select all the cells. I'm going to conditional formatting. And I'm going to select the option equals to. When that equals to true, the cell in the background, when it is ticked, I want custom formatting, and I'm going to change the font color to green. And OK. And confirm. Let's test. Click, it goes green. Uncheck, it goes to the default red. So all of these, you can test them. They are working 100%. And unchecking them again, they go back to the original red format. The next thing I need to do is to have a count of all the checkboxes that I have checked. because I want to work out the percentage of completion. So the percentage of completed items would be the ones that are completed divided by the number of tick boxes, and that will give us the percentage. What I'm going to do is first, I'm going to break up the formula. Let's just first do the one where we count the checkboxes that are checked. For that, we're going to use the COUNTIF formula. We're going to say COUNTIF for me, these cells, comma, when they are true. Now that is all we need to do. At this stage, it gives us a 0. Let's check. 1, 2, 3. Perfectly. We're getting the correct value. I would also like to count the cells with values. So all of these do have a value in them. At this stage, it is false. So I'm going to say equal count for me A, which will give me all the cells in the range that are not empty. I confirm, and it's 6. Let's test. So that would be 1 out of 6, 2 out of 6, 3 out of 6. And now I want to do the percentage calculation. So I'm going to say it equals the 3 divided by the 6. And we can change the formatting on the Home tab to go to percentage. Now you're more than welcome to move this cell into this specific position, because if I go back to the finished to-do list, you will see that is where I have my percentage. On the left-hand side, what I would like to do is to create a bar that shows the 50%. So I'm going to click in this specific cell. I'm going to go conditional formatting. I'm going to select data bars. And in this case, I'm going to go for the solid green. Now I need to set up the conditional formatting. So I go back to conditional formatting. I go manage rules. I double click the specific conditional formatting. And the minimum, I want it to be a number. I'm going to say 0. And the maximum is 1. And OK. And confirm. OK. Now for the conditional formatting to display, or the progress bar, I obviously need that percentage within that cell itself. So there are different ways of doing it. I'm just going to take the original formula and copy it, control copy, escape, click in the specific cell, click in the formula bar, and control V and enter. The next thing I want to do is, I do not want to display the actual 50 because I'm already displaying the 50% to the right of the progress bar. So I'm going back to conditional formatting, going back to manage rules. I double click the conditional formatting, and there's a magic button that says show the bar only. And I OK and OK. Now we've got a fully functional interactive to-do list. Let's check. Let's uncheck these values. 0 as soon as I select 1, 17%, 33, and 50%. The last thing I need to do is to do a little bit of formatting and maybe hide column G, because I don't want the user to see the actual calculations. So I'm going to hide that. this specific cell, I'm going to put a thick border around it. This one as well, a thick border around it. Now let's go back to the completed one to see if it looks the same. It's almost the same except for the percentage there. So let's see, 17. There we go. So all we need to do is just change the formatting of that 50%. Just going to make it a bold. I'm going to make it a red color. Maybe increase the font size. There we go. And I think we've done it. The last thing I would do is just go to my view at the top and switch off the headers, which will get rid of the ABC, just cleaning up the spreadsheet and also getting rid of the grid lines. And now our exercise sheet looks exactly the same as the completed product.